Right, here we go, guys. I'm at Stafford fishery. I've got sneaked around the back to the longest, farthest swim away. I am a traitor. I've got a bivvy, and my mate gave me a wheelbarrow. So I got a bivvy and a barrow. So I basically walked around the lakes. It's busy as anything, but fish have been coming out. Some decent fish, a couple of 30s and 28s and stuff. But basically, I'll flip you around. This is where I'm fishing. This is my peg. It's actually a really nice peg. That's all my gear. It's the most I've ever took fishing, so I'm pretty happy. I've got it all on one barrow. So yeah, nice tidy little swims. But this is an island which splits the lake completely apart and no one's around me. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna fish here. My mates are all fishing. I'm fishing with my mate Mark. He's fishing around there with Joe. I could have fished next to him, or we was gonna double up in a peg, and I was like, I want to do a YouTube channel video, and plus I wanted to you know, I didn't want like 6 rods in the same swim, you know what I mean? You know, we would have caught, I reckon, but this looks fishy, carpy, doesn't it? All this round here. So right, I'm gonna start setting up, and as soon as I start casting out, I'll show you what I'm doing. But I'm gonna have 3 different ways: D-rig, normal pop-up, and probably a snowman rig on 3 different rods, and I'm gonna spread them about. I have probably one off this Lily's here because that looks good. Zoom in. Off there. I have one off there. Maybe one off there and one down here. You see. Right, bing bang bosh, let's get on it. Right then, guys, so I've got some chickpeas, corn and donkey choker halibut pellet. Really good. They're only £5 a bag, and they do catch a lot of fish, and I've used them a lot. So we're going to keep it very simple, and I'll show you now. I've got a wafter inline lead. Ooh. Yeah, there we go. Me messing around. Right, so I've got a D-rig with a rafter on, and I'll show you my other rig, but I am just going to get it out and get the bivvy up, and then as the session gets on I'm going to go more into detail. But I don't find the point of going into detail if I blank. So here's a bag, PVA, pellet, boom, mixture of pellet, red and halibut. Just going to nick the bag on, very simple, boosh, and I'm going to cast it over there to the back island. I'll probably see how tight we can get it in it. Right, so I'm going to move the camera. Right, here we go now. Oh, that helps. Slung on the back. Might overarm it then. Line it up. Bang on where I wanted it. I've got a heavy bat lead on it. I might even put bat leads on, I'm not sure yet. Right then, guys, here we go. So look, it's bivvied up. It's my new bivvy. It's I think it's an Avid one. I will check. Here we go. But yeah, she's pretty good. 2-man bivvy. What is it? Oh, it's TFG. TF Total Fishing Gear. Kaboom. So yeah, it's a good little bivvy. 2-man bivvy. Rods are out. I'm going to get that rod a bit lower. It's a bit high as I'm sea fishing. So there we go. Right then, guys, here we are. So the 3 rods are out. Got to put my backrest on, to be honest. Here's Scrappy. He's joined the party. Honey boy, he's joined the party. He's been running around like a lunatic. My missus came. That's what the chair's about. But I've got my cradle. You might have seen it on some other videos. I've had it for years. Does pretty well. Gonna get it all lubed up with some water in a minute. Prepare for the fish. So yeah, all 3 rods are out. I've got a wafter. 2 grains of corn, but I'll show you when I reel them in. It's like maize, and what's on the other one? I think it's a pop-up. Yeah, a pop-up. We'll have to, yeah. So I'll read them in obviously and show you one by one. But like I said, there's no point in showing you the rods until I actually catch a fish. It's pointless. But yeah, I'm putting out a lot of bait though. I'm gonna go through probably I'm gonna go through at least a kilo of pellet. I've got 2 kilos of pellet. I've got corn, chickpeas, got loads of corn. And I'm going to float fish. I'm actually going to do a bit of float fishing today as well. Just down here for a few hours. Just catch some roach and stuff because, you know, it gets boring, doesn't it, sometimes. So while there's no action, I'll reel in one rod and have a little blast. But I've got backrest before everyone starts crying. I've got 3, sorry. Right, bing bang bosh, catch you in a bit, boys and girls. Right, here we go then, guys. Bit of float fishing. Both my rods are out. Obviously, if it goes, I'll flip it round. Oh yeah. So the setup on the float. Show you now. It's fumbling around. She's just trying a bit of corn. Get that back in there. The old faithful bread. Scrappy sat down chilling. So, piece of bread. This is what keeps the float down, overweighted. And this one lead shot cocks this little float. Bing bang bosh. Yeah, boys. Let's skimmer. Right then, guys, going for a little walk with Scrappy. I reeled the rods in. I went and see my mate and a little talk. I thought I'd show you the lake. This is the other part. My mates are fishing round there. I'll stop. Round there. I'm fishing all the way down here, but it's so carpy, this place. I really like it. Really mature. Like so many spots. It's like, oh. But obviously you can only fish off alligator swims, but look at that. So I'm saying that I'm all the way down here. And this is one lake. It's really pretty though. Scrappy's loving it. He's been chasing my mate's dog. I'll wipe my camera in a minute just in case. There we go. So here's my swim down here. So I'm fishing right there, straight out to this tree down here. I'm gonna put some more bait out in a minute. Like I said, I'm gonna go through quite a lot of bait, I reckon. Caught a couple of bream on the float. But yeah, it's really nice. Scrappy loves it. It's big fences, keep the otters out. It's really pretty and quiet. And my swim's called the angle swim. Isn't it, boy? An angle swim. He's going to be knackered tonight. My mate's got his dog as well, and it's a female. He's been chasing it around the whole night. But you can see it's all really no one around. It's all quiet. And this swim's like literally dedicated to this back of this island. It's called the Angle. Sorry, it's like really jumpy, guys. So obviously I'm walking. But here's my swim. It's base camp. The rod's already up. Right, let's get the rods out. Alright, ready for the evening. Scrappy's loving it. He's going to sleep like a dream tonight, I think. And you, boy, chasing a moorhen. Yeah, moorhen. So yeah, right. So this is what I'm doing. Back legs are on. As you can see, if I get a fish on, more likely it's going to take the rods out. Probably going to drop this rod. I'm actually going to do it now. 2 seconds. A little bit high. Right. So yeah, the lines are going directly down. So they're not going to hopefully get caught when playing another fish. And bing bang bosh. Alright guys, I want to show you the new feature. So when I get a fish on, the bobbin goes, my light goes the same colour. So now if I go to this alarm, pull a different alarm, should be a different colour. See? It's quite hard to see because it's red. But yeah, it tells me each different colour for the colour of the alarm. I think that's a pretty cool little feature. And the bivvy light. And obviously I've got my receiver. It's about 165 quid, all of it together. Like I said, it was my birthday present. So it's pretty cool, I like it. It's the alarms I've actually got. Receiver. Yeah, I actually really like it, to be honest. It's a really handy little piece of kit. It takes normal batteries, what I like, so I ain't got to mess around. And my bank sticks won't go in, so it's a bit of a nightmare. But yeah, I really like these alarms. They're really good. You can change sensitivity on, like you can most alarms, unless you've got £6 ones like I have for the last, since I started fishing. Right, anyway, I will catch you soon. And hopefully, when you see me next, I will have a fish. I've even got a light for my, when I'm filming tonight. If I catch fish. It's getting that time in the evening. Bit of mist on the water, cold air. Carpy, 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 carpy. Let's go to sleep. It's off. Come on, cubs. Good morning, my face. How we doing? Scrappy is like this at 5 o'clock in the morning. I had one bleep last night. Basically, there's a leaf on my hook. And that was it. The other rods are quiet. I've reeled one rod in. Both rods I've rebaited and put back out there. Like I said, this one's on a wafter, that one's on a pop-up. But yeah, there was a stick, well, a leaf on the hook when I had a little weird take. And that was it. Could have been a small fish day. I'm gonna float fish down here for a few hours. There was a lot of bubbling last night. I've kept the bait going in all night and all morning. So I'm hoping that on the float I can just get something. I don't care what I catch, just something to do, because these carp rods are dead. So I heavily baited yesterday, so I'm not going to put no more bait in for the minute. I'm just going to PVA bag fish it, because I know that bait's still there. My corn won't be in all the chickpeas, but all the 16mm pellets now will start breaking down and stuff like that. So hopefully I will put out some more pellet probably, but that's about it really. I'm not going to put out too much crazy bait because it hasn't warranted it. There's no point putting 2 kilos out because I haven't even had a bite yet. So it's one of them, you know. I'm going to put some chickpeas in that because, as you know, they gets eaten. So even if I put corn out, it's going to get eaten. But it's really looking really nice. Scrappy's been a psycho. I've got my other little net set up just so I can do a bit of bream fishing. Well, I caught a couple of skimmers yesterday, but there's a little bit of bubbling going on. So I'm hoping that I chuck a bit more bait down there. You never know what I might catch. I might even get lucky and catch carp. That would be good. Or PB roach. PB roach. There we go. So make sure you've always got your head torch. I had a little lamp and everything ready to go. I'm surprised I've had nothing, not even a bleep. But nor of the guys down from me and nor of my mates. So that's between them lot, 3, 6, 9 rods, not a bleep, and me, so 12 rods, not a bleep. I ain't even hear the fish crash, so I could be really in the wrong area, but you know, it's carp fishing, isn't it? It's that or be surrounded by loads of people. I did see a few fish when I turned up on the surface, but oh, there's something down there. Right, let's get the float rod out. This is fine, hard for a skinner. Come on, dude. Nice skinner, isn't it? Skimmer in the morning. There's a nice skimmer. Lost one straight away, so they're obviously on that corn last night. Over the cradle. Voila! Happy days. Yes. You know what this is, guys? Could be an eel. It's very eel-like. Eel. Eel. There you go. I thought there was a predator in the swim. Goddamn eel. Big eel. Whoa. Oh my god. What is doing? Nah, I think they got that one. Death rolls and everything. Try and get this untangled. I have to get the fish in. Add up the fish and then we'll sort that out. Jesus. Things are mental. Right, that's a mess. Good old eel. Well then guys, it is Mr. Eel. It's a big fat eel. I reckon he's got to be a couple of pound, hasn't he? Oh, look at him. Slippery salmon. Or slippery as an eel. I had to cut the line. To got the hook out, I just had to cut the line. Because it was tangled everywhere, as always, when you catch an eel. You can see why there was predators, fish jumping out in the swim when this is in there. So there we go. Slippery as an eel. Right, bing. A little lubbing. Bing. Bang. Bosh. Look at he. Ah, kitty. He's relaxed. And the first time in ages, well, not first time in ages, but got to unhook him as well. So there we go. Happy days, and we get back in. Hey, Mr. Fish. Hey, Mr. Fish. Ooh, first little bleep in a while. Just reeled in one of my rods, just put some bait out. I've been asleep for an hour and a half. Knackered. My mate's caught a PB, caught 28, I think it was, or 27. So fair play to him. So yeah, I was really happy for him. I had nothing. Real struggling. I had a real good float fishing session this morning. Just good fun catching eels and skimmers and stuff. Got 2 rods out. I'm going to get the float rod out. Have a little blast on the float rod. Scrappy is content, as you can see. So yeah, just struggling. It's warm now. So tonight again, evening, it's going to be, you know, so I'll get all 3 rods out again then. But for while it's hot and sunny for the next few hours, I'm going to get the rod out, get the float rod out, and have a little blast, I think. I was debating about moving, but These fish have come up the other way, and my other mate ain't caught either. It's just one guy, and he's literally on the opposite side, and there ain't no swims free that side, so it's a lot busier. Right, anyway, bing bang bosh. Hopefully, I might catch something on the float, monstrous. Whoa. Alright guys, I'm in. This fish is taking me all over the shot as well. Oh, I've been playing with this fish for quite long now. Just ripped off. Literally out of the blue. It's a really nice mirror. Yes. Yeah then guys, absolute unit. Obviously put a water. Oh, I'm gonna get my weight. I reckon it's about 23, 24. Whoa, 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 well mate. Real short stop. Oh mate. Serious dude. Sorry guys. Absolute unit. Whew. I'm gonna say that's about 25, maybe even 28, something like that. I'm gonna weigh it obviously. Bing, bang, bosh boys, bush, out of nowhere, absolutely out of nowhere. Absolutely buzzing with that. He's got a bit of a damaged tail, but whew, that's a unit. All right. Right then guys, got to get in the shade. But this is what I caught on. Simple D-rig. Little D-rig. I just burn the fluorocarbon and stick it with a bit of tubing on a little bait screw. Focus. And a PVA bag of pellets. A distance lead because I'm casting right over to that tree. So I'm literally hitting underneath that tree. I know it doesn't seem distance, but the thing is, what I've learned is if you've got things to help you with distance, use it. There's no point struggling with like an ounce lead. So I'm using a 2 ounce distance lead just to whack it over there, and it worked. That was the rod that I've been reeling in and just putting bait on, and I've been float fishing down here, and I recasted it. About half hour later, it screamed off. I know it was a bit of rubbish recording, but it was £25, and I've got a witness. So yeah, £25, happy days. But I'm gonna get the rod straight back out there again. Bing bang bosh. Right, here we go then guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some bait out. So, massive donkey chokers as you call them, 16mm halibut pellet. I'm going to put in a little bit of bait now because obviously I've had a fish. But I'm just going to keep topping up. I'm not going to go crazy. I've gone through 2 tins of chickpeas, 2 tins of corn, and well, a quarter of a bag of pellet. Yeah, pretty good going, to be fair. So now I've got 2 rods on that area now. Got 2 rods on that area. And I'm just spreading the bait across. And chickpeas go out miles. So 1 rod's just with a PVA bag, the others were all with PVA bags, but there's 1 rod which just literally got no bait around it. Are those chickpeas there? Cool. Where 1 rod is. I just slung them ones. 2 chickpeas. Awesome baits, smash out. And you know other fish are eating them. But it's not like roach. Yeah, it's going to be at least bream or something decent, because it's much bigger than corn. Alright, happy days. Get the stick. Just about some food. In a boy. In a boy. In a boy. Alright, big bang boss in the bed. As you can see, me and Scrapman chilling now, sat down, got a can of Jack Daniels, and quite happy. I'm even going to post this video, even if I've only had the 1 fish, because I've enjoyed it. I did a bit of float fishing, you know. When you're fishing, you know, you're meant to enjoy it. And it was like when I had 3 rods out, I was like, well, I'm not really enjoying this, I'm getting quite bored. I need to float fish or something. So I did some float fishing, and the rod that I reeled in is the rod that I actually caught a fish on. So I think giving the swim a little rest definitely give it some, did some help. And obviously the bait was there, so they just got to on the bait with no rods, and suddenly the rod goes out there, boom, fish on. But I'll show you at the end. I've got so many tins of corn, and chickpeas have gone through. But like I said, there's other fish, so they're all getting eaten. It's not like they're all just sat there and it's just showing inside the fish. Yeah. But it's getting to dusk now. Probably about another hour, I reckon, 45 minutes. And it's going to be dark. It's definitely getting a little bit colder now. He's been asleep all day. He's been manic all day, just been sleeping. Oh, everywhere I looked, it's like I'm a drunk toddler around. Everywhere he went, he's like, oh, sleep, oh. Yeah. Mini scraps. But yeah, I've really enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully you might see me with another fish. Otherwise, I'll sign out in the morning. Bing, bang, bosh. Alright guys, I had a crazy 2 liners when I was on the phone to my missus. And I mean liners like takes. On this rod here, and you might notice I've got real, like my bobbin, I've got it so slack that it's not even lifting up the bobbin. It's because they came through, fish came through, I got a bat lead on, and caught the bat lead. I thought I got a take, so I picked up the rod, and there's a bow wave at my tip. So that's telling me that the fish are coming in. And then I thought, oh, that was just a random occurrence. So reeled in the rod, obviously, recasted PVA bag. Same thing again, 2 minutes later, I dropped it down there. So now what I've done is, I've reeled it off that spot, and I've just chucked it in this channel, PVA bag. I thought, well, they're obviously coming through. I'll show you where they're coming through from. And there was kiddies down here, and they've left now. You see, he looks really carpy. Yeah, they've gone now. If I wouldn't have had that fish, I probably would have moved. That just shows, see, it's really carpy in there. Really mature. What you want. That's like a floating bed. Actually comes out. When I had my fish, it came under this bed here. And I had to play it underneath. I had to run up here. So obviously I didn't get the best video, did I? Because I wasn't recording. So I had to try and do it when I was playing the fish. Right. Hopefully you see me with a fish. If you get then, guys, I got bloody don't fit in the bloody cradle, man. It weighs about, I don't know, I reckon it's gonna say 40 pounds. I'm gonna weigh it, but let's get it out for you beautiful peeps. It's 4:30 in the morning. The run was intense. I mean, just absolutely crazy. It was madness, but it was awesome. One of the most craziest takes I've ever had. Just trying to set up my lights a little bit. All right, the fish is, or whatever it is, it's fish, isn't it? Oh, honestly, I'd know it if I'd like it. It's crazy. All right then. Right, this thing, is it going to be my friend? Fucking monster. Jesus Christ. Alright. Bing, bang, bosh, halibut pellet, halibut pellet, halibut pellet, halibut pellet at 4:30 in the morning. Yeah, boy. I'm going to say she's about 30. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Evil, evil thing. Yeah, boys. And the take was insane. The fight went on forever. I was like, this can't be a carp after about 10 minutes. The way it went all the way down the channel. And there we go. Bing, bang, bosh, motherfucker. Alright, I've got to try and get a photo in the dark. I think, guys, I got a terrible photo of the fish, but it was 30 pounds. Could be 29, 30, something like that. I haven't been buying off, I'm guessing my weights at the moment, have I? But look at that, absolute unit. Monster from the deep. She's going back in, and the sun's coming up soon. Couldn't get a photo, but I didn't care. Bing, bang. Boshies. Alright, here we go then, guys. I am knackered. But what a great night. PB perch, PB catfish. You can tell I haven't slept very well. 4:30 this morning. Boom. So yeah, I've slept a little couple of hours now. I'm packed down basically. Biffy's down, everything's down. Rod's just out. Got to leave in about 2 or 3 hours. But all the tins have gone through. Gone through actual 4 tins. 4 tins of chickpeas and corn. I went through 1.5 kilos of pellet. Those coarse pellets I've been using are really oily, and the halibut pellets, and I think that's what obviously drawn that in. I don't think it was actually after the wafter. But the other thing I was going to say as well, like I noticed some people sometimes you put like bits in your PVA bags, like, and they're like, oh, I'm gonna put a little bit, you know, let's say some micro pellet, yeah, and then you know you see it in the little tanks they do it, and they show you how the pops up and all that. That does not happen in reality, okay, guys. If you're putting bits in there, the little fish are just destroying it, okay? I was catching bream like there's no tomorrow. You're telling me that you think if you cast out a PVA bag with little micro pellets and your little pink pop-up, it's going to sat like that. It is not. They're going to smash it all to bits and you just left over a pink pop-up. So what I do is always make sure I use big baits in my PVA bag, so that when all the small fish come and smash it all apart, I've still got a 16mm halibut pellets. Do you know what I mean? I don't think there's any massive bream in there, so hopefully they will obviously whittle down, but it's much better than using like, you know, 6, you know, micro mil pellets. Bizarre to me. It's like, you know, it's just basically every lake you fish, there's gonna be millions of small fish, and they're gonna destroy that. Like, You know, when you do it in a little tank in your room, it looks awesome with a little PVA bag of, you know, bits and a little pop-up. But in reality, it just doesn't happen like that. Trust me. It's like you see how many small fish I catch out of these lakes. They're just like on it, like, you know, as soon as that bag hits the water. So if you are fishing with PVA bags, my advice is use big baits inside of them. Yeah. Anyway, so happy days. That's it. Thank you for the fishing. Scrappy's done. Look at him. Absolutely ruined. There he is. And I'm covered in crap and everything, and I hardly slept. But what a really good session. I enjoyed that. £25 mirror and a £30 cat. Boosh. And I've spent hardly any money. Yeah. That's what we like, innit? So yeah, I'm really impressed. And my new bivvy, like, I know I'm a traitor, but my new bivvy is awesome. And I can't believe I've gone this long without a bivvy. And you see, I've got an old bed chair that when I was nearly homeless, I couldn't pay my rent or anything. I couldn't afford bed and stuff, so I used to sleep on that bed chair. It is years old, but it always falls over and out on you in the middle of the night. It's like, like what's happened? So half the time I don't put the legs up. But yeah, I haven't used that in years. Like, I took it to France with me, but didn't use it. But yeah, like some things I've collected over years, but I just don't use but it's good to have, you know, like the bed chair. Like I'm gonna use it like a handful of times a year, you know. But it comes handy with me and Scraps. Right, then get back down. Bing bang bosh. Like and subscribe. Hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, Fine Fish with number 9, and hope you will have some fun fishing sessions coming up. And my next one's probably gonna be 2 weeks. I'm back down here again. But before that, I'm going to go on my local waters. You know what it's like. Probably do a bit of tench fishing or at the private lake or something like that. But yeah, so for this season, even though with the lockdown, I wanted to change my fishing a little bit because I think people think I only just fish these little tiny waters and it's easy on your little waters you fish. So that's why I thought I'd mix it up and start going to some of these bigger waters, try and catch some bigger fish, and it's paid off on it. So happy days. Right, like and subscribe. Uppercut.